Oh my gosh, my bed is so disgusting. Sorry. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Makayla, and I just recently created this YouTube channel because I just got accepted to the Disney College program for fall 2019. So this is March right now, so I have like 5 months. Is that right? I have 5 months before I get there, which is crazy. And I just wanted to make a video on my application process, the time frames it took for each step for me, because I know everyone's different, and I like these videos when I was applying. So yeah, that sounds like really weird. So yeah, let's get right in. So the reason I applied for the Disney College program was I went to a seminar at my school in like January 22nd, so like the application process had just started. And they were basically talking about like what it was, like how you applied, what you could do, and I was just so interested in it because I love Disney. I love what it stands for. I love its values. My dad and stepmom actually got married there when I was like 8. I've had a birthday there. I just love it. And so I was like, well, I'm not gonna apply. I'm gonna wait for my sophomore year because I'll be on like my right degree plan, and I'll be more like used to college and be able to like take a break, or not take a break, but you know what I mean. But I know the person who led the seminar was like, sometimes you don't get accepted your first time, and that kind of freaked me out. So I was like, I'll just apply this time because I know I won't get accepted, so I'll have my name in for next year, so they'll be like, oh well, she already applied. Maybe I don't know what my thought process was, but that's what I was thinking. So yeah, I submitted my application with my friend like a month later. I just thought, okay, my light just went off. I just thought like, yeah, I'll submit it. One random day I was like, I haven't submitted this, I need to just do it, go ahead and get the denial over with or something. So I did it. I submitted my application February 26th at like 9 a.m. and I was just like, the bare minimum I didn't really know what the application like looked like, so I wasn't really expecting it, but it was like, what role do you want? And I put like character performer, character attendant, and Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and attractions. So I had 4. And I know the lady who did the seminar was like, do not put any interest in something you would hate doing. So for me, I would not really like doing custodial or food. I've worked in food before, and it's just not really my passion or something I really like to do. So I did not want to do that at all. So those were my 4 roles. I put my past work experience, like my summer jobs, and what school I went to. And so I submitted all that. About an hour later, I got a WBI, which is a web-based interview. And I was shocked. I was like, oh, I didn't know it would happen that fast either. I wasn't expecting it, and my application was really like small. Like I didn't have a lot of stuff to put on it. So I was really shocked. I planned to do it around like 3:30 because I had class that day, and it said that you need to like space out like a 30-minute time space for it. So, sorry, I'm sick too. 3:30, I'm in my friend's room, she's sleeping, and I do my web-based interview. And I didn't know what that was either. Clearly I hadn't researched before this point. And so it was basically like a questionnaire, like a personality like survey. And it was like your work ethic, your personality, like why you think you'd be a good fit. And it gave me like situations that could happen during the program. And the only tip I'd have for that is just like be yourself. Because if you take like the questions and they don't match up with like Disney's standard, like you're probably not going to be a good fit. But just be yourself. If you really love Disney and you're really like a hard worker, you should be fine. So I took that, and after I took that, it said I had passed, or a good candidate, and they offered me a phone interview, which I was also shocked when I got that. I was like, wow, this happened so fast. Like, this is like a day period, maybe. This wasn't like the same day, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I don't know. I checked my emails, and I got the application received email and the WBI email and then the schedule your phone email like the same day. So I don't know if that's just like my phone acting up. I don't know. Anyway, so I scheduled my phone interview. They gave me 2 options. My options were either to do my phone interview Monday the 4th or Tuesday the 5th. And she said space out like an hour for it. So I did Tuesday the 5th at 3:15 because all my classes were over by then. And this is when I really started like freaking out and researching about it, because I really didn't know what to expect for the interview. I had heard like a bunch of horror stories. My mom was just like, you need to like research. And so, because I'm usually one who just goes into things and just like wings it, and it doesn't usually work out for me, but this time I studied. And so I highly recommend going on YouTube and like looking up DCP phone interviews, because a lot of YouTubers record their phone interview, which I should have done, but I didn't really think about it. I was so nervous, and I would have been cringing so hard hearing myself on that interview, because it was terrible, which I will talk about. It was so bad. And so I had scheduled it for Tuesday. I looked up a bunch of videos. I had asked for like prayers and like good wishes, because I was freaking out, because people made it seem like such a big deal. Like, this is your make or break point for getting into the program. This one interview with one person. And so I couldn't sleep before then. I wasn't eating. It was just freaking me out. So Tuesday I rented a study room in the library, which is like a room you could have just for yourself to study. And I got there like 30 minutes early before my interview so I could set up and have my questions, and it was on the 3rd floor. So I go in, and there's like girls in my study room when I had reserved it, and I'm not really a confrontational person, so I didn't want to be like this is my study room. So I waited. I sat outside the room for like 20 minutes, and it was like, I don't know, I should have just told them like it was my time, but I didn't want to be rude. And so then when it was about to be my interview, I started freaking out, because they were like, we could call you 15 minutes before your scheduled time or 15 minutes after. So I get up and I go to the door, and I just stand there like, just standing there, and they're like, and I'm like, and then the one girl was like, oh, like she realized that I had scheduled it. So they got up and left. So I got in there, did all my stuff, and my recruiter called me at 3:10. So I'm talking to her on the phone, and then my service starts cutting out because I'm in this secluded room, which I didn't even think about. And I was freaking out, because I was like, I'm not going to get another chance. Like, this is it. She's going to be like, she didn't prepare. And my interview only lasted 14 minutes, which also really scared me, because I know that interviews usually last from 15 minutes to like 45 minutes. So I was really scared about that. I was like, she hated me. Like, it was terrible. And I stutter when I'm nervous too. So the whole time, like, I was just stuttering. I was saying like a lot, which you're not supposed to do. But one thing I did here, and like when I researched, sorry, my hair's like everywhere, was don't just give one word answers. Like, yes, sure, yep. Like, that's not professional. So I made sure that like for every question I was yes ma'am, no ma'am, you know, good answers. I also made sure not to make my answers too long, because I feel like she had heard all this before, which I'm sure she has. And I made sure not to make my answers too short. So like a good medium, like maybe 2 sentences long. I mean, if it's a question that needs a lot to answer, then like go ahead and answer that a lot. So 14 minutes, and she's like, all right, well, thank you. And I was like that was it? I'm done? Because like I felt like I'm saying like a lot. How many times have I said like in this video? Comment down below. So I got off the phone with my recruiter. It lasted, like I said, 14 minutes. I went down to the library. I was gonna go to my school's baseball game, and I was walking over to the baseball game, and I called my mom, and she was like, how'd it go? And I just start crying. I'm literally like in the library, like sobbing. I'm going down the stairs of like my library, and I'm trying not to cry because I don't want people to think I have something wrong with me or something. So I try to keep my tears in, and they're like blinding me, so I'm about to fall down the stairs. And so I make it out, and my mom's like, what is wrong? And I'm like, Mom, it was terrible. Like, I did terrible. Like, it was so bad. I was so ready for the interview, and I had prepared so much that I think it kind of, like, hurt me that I didn't do as well as I was expecting me to do. She's like, well, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Cue Florida Georgia line. And then I texted, like, my stepmom, and I was like, I just did my interview. She was like, how did it go? And I was like, I think I did really bad. And she also said, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And, like, I knew that. Like, at this point, there was nothing else I could do or not. That don't even make sense, not do. There's nothing else I could do that would change it. It was over. So, so I just had to wait. And I didn't know how long people, like, waited for their decisions to be made. I didn't know if it took a week or a month, or I think everyone's different too. So exactly a week later, I got my wisdom teeth out. So the next Tuesday, the 12th, I got my wisdom teeth out. So that's why my face is still kind of like swollen a little bit. I don't know why, and it still hurts, and it's not supposed to, so I don't know what's going on. And so I'm in my bed, and I'm like all drugged up on my pain medicine, and I get this email, and it's like, congratulations, you've just been accepted to the Disney College Program. I'm like, what? Is this a mistake? Like, how? This isn't supposed to happen. And so I get up from my bed, and I go to my mom. She's in, like, our living room. And I, like, show her my phone. This is not my phone. I don't know what this is. I'm like, Mom, look. And she's like, get in bed. Like, why are you out of bed? I said, look. And she was like, oh, my God. Like, congratulations. Like, that's so good. And I was like, thanks. Because, like, I didn't realize what had happened. And she was like, you need to go to bed. And so I get back in bed. And then later that night, when all my medicine had, like, wore off and I was okay, I just was so happy. I could not believe what happened. I think I posted on my Snapchat story, basic, but I was so happy because I really wasn't expecting this to happen in the first place. I didn't think I would get this far, which I'm so blessed to have been able to be given this opportunity. So yeah, that was basically my application process. Hope that helped you if you're wondering, like, how long certain people's process is, because mine was so fast. It took a matter of, like, maybe 2 to 3 weeks to apply and then get accepted. So yeah, I'll be at Disney this fall. I made this channel to kind of, like, have people keep up with me, like my family and friends. I'm going to be vlogging a lot while I'm there, so I'll remember a lot. And I might make some other videos about my what is it called? Oh, my interview process. I'll probably make some more interviews about that, like my phone interview tips. Like I said, I didn't record it though, but I still have tips and, like, tricks that I can share, I guess. But yeah, I'm just super blessed to be able to have this opportunity. I'm really thankful for people who pushed me to apply and who, like, gave me confidence. I really didn't think this was gonna happen, so I just encourage you, if you're thinking about applying for the program, like, just do it, because you never know, like, what might happen. I'm really scared of, like, rejection, so I didn't want to apply at all because I didn't want to, like, them to be like, no. But honestly, you can apply next year too, so it's not even, like, rejection. It's, like, waiting. That's good, waiting. So yeah, I hope this video helped. Please like it if it did. Comment if you have any video suggestions you'd like me to do about this process, or about the Disney College program, or about the Disney College program. I'll try my best to answer them. So yeah, subscribe, like. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I had to sit through this video as well because it's my first one I've made and I know it's not good. But thanks so much for watching.